pop-ups now during the time that y'all want um, short video, shorts. So I got recommended to a video by a guy who said he was tired of existing. Okay? He's tired of existing. And I know some of y'all are tired of existing. Some of y'all was in that energy over the last few days. It was kind of a thing that was going around energetically in the world where divine ones were pretty tired of existing. Um, I'm going to give you a few suggestions in this short video on what to do if you feel tired of existing. Okay. So some of these things y'all may feel don't work, but it does. Okay. When I start to feel like I'm tired of existing, it's because I am being codependent on something too long. I'm expecting the energy of the world to give me something through something that doesn't want to give it to me. Whether it's a person, whether it's a job, whether it's a business, I'm resisting letting go of something and trying something else. Most people will never admit that because they don't want to admit that they're holding on to a they're energetically holding on too tight to a dying YouTube channel. They're holding on too tight to a failed relationship. They're holding on too tight to a toxic job. They don't want to admit that. When you feel too tired of existing, you have to face the truth that there's things in your life that's not working out and you need to jump ship. You just need to jump it and try something new. You possibly have in your charts, now natal chart, we're talking about natal chart for the non-traditional spiritual people. You possibly have something in your natal chart that challenges you to explore unknown, to live a what you may call a muddy life, but it's not necessarily muddy. It's just to try different things, to have a life where you're leaping and doing different things, and you know you're betting on different practices and different activities. If you feel tired of existing, it's because you're going against that part in your chart. Okay. um some of y'all are trying to force yourself into a routine type of living where you're just doing the same thing every year. And that's not what the creator has for you. Some people are fated to have their 9 to 5 job or have the same job and they do that job for 5 years or 10 years. And that's what they're chosen to do. But some of y'all are chosen to 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 have to see things expire faster than other people's stuff expire because the creator is teaching you about having faith that money can come to you, that things can come to you. You ain't got to go breaking down walls to get it. Okay? Hi everybody. Hi everybody. um I feel great, y'all. I feel great. I ain't gonna lie. I feel great. You know, I deal with pain too, but I feel great because I know that doing nothing is just going to make it worse. So, if you're tired of existing, it's because you keep on staying in the middle of the road. You refuse to get out of the middle of the road. Okay? You refuse either to stop doing something that is just draining your energy, or you refuse to go in a different direction. And until you make that decision, you're going to keep feeling tired of existing and it's just going to get worse. And you will actually start to be in such a strong freeze that you will start to think so negative about the world. You'll start to go insane. Like this guy who said, he put a video up, he's tired of existing. He said he was going insane because he was not making a decision that God is pushing him to make, but he's not making it. And this is something that I came to realize as well. Like, we no longer have faith in the things that are considered obsolete now, like art, going out dancing, traveling, You know, we're seeing all that as obsolete, but the creator don't see that as obsolete. The creator see that still important for you to find your way back to thinking positive about life when you need to. When you need to get back to that mindset. But we thinking that stuff obsolete is making us hate the world. Creative creativity is an essential need. I don't know why people think it's not. Like, I don't know how to start it. Like, where people think that just putting up videos on YouTube is like creativity. Sitting and just talking and just doing a video, that's not creativity, y'all. I mean, do you have actors, participants? Do you have roles, people playing roles? Is it a movie? Is it a film where actors? No, they're probably not creative. Creative energy is nourishment. And the longer you go without creative expression, the more you will feel tired of existing. The more you will be so focused on chasing money and always chasing more and more and keeping up with the Joneses and always feeling like you have things to prove out here. I'm going to keep it real with you. As a gifted writer, songwriter, poet, I don't feel like I have anything to prove to people out here. Like when I go out here, I can always say, yeah, think what you want, but I'm the bomb at writing, okay? I'm pretty good at writing. So you can say that I'm broke. You can say I look like a crackhead. You can say that I'm not beheaded. You can say that I got a broke 9 to 5 job, my YouTube channel. But guess what? I got creative power and I can prove it. Let me see you do it. Let me see. If you focus it on chasing money, this is what I say. When somebody try to get me into the energy of I'm tired of existing by comparing their job to mine, our paychecks, comparing their body to mine and trying to put me into that energy. I say, wait a minute. I'm creatively powerful. And a lot of people ain't no more because they chasing the American dream. They're chasing money. They don't realize that if they celebrate their creativity, they can get money that way without even chasing. I don't have to beg people to buy my great poetry. I don't have to beg people to buy my spiritual information. I don't have to do that because I'm really, really good at it. If you're tired of existing, are you really good at something? Did you sacrifice all your gifts and talent, abilities to chase money, fast money on these platforms? I'm just saying, because I see people put videos up saying they tired of existing. So have you put aside time for creative energy that has nothing to do with YouTube, nothing to do with doing a YouTube video, nothing to do with trying to keep up online? If you're not putting that time aside, then I'm telling you no lie. Everything that you do is going to be unfulfilling. Everything else is going to start to be tasteless. Food is going to be tasteless. People are going to be tasteless to you. YouTube is going to be tasteless. You're going to even if your YouTube channel is doing decent, you're going to be like, I can't stand YouTube. It's going to get bad, y'all. The people that are walking around who are lean, who are not hooked on drugs, they're being creative. They are. I know this guy who lives over here, and he's a sub on my channel. Hi, Crow, if you're watching, what's up? Okay, he's nice and thin and lean and fit. He looks pretty good, okay? But he does alchemy, and he's really into it. He likes to talk about it when he sees me. That's like the conversation that always comes up when he talk to me. He always want to bring up this alchemy he doing. So basically, he's reminding himself of his worth whenever he gets into saying, I can't stand society. Okay? Stop expecting society to validate your worth. You have to speak it to yourself all through your day. If you are tired of existing, it's because you are not celebrating the abundant things about you. It don't have to be creative energy. Actually, that's an essential need. But I mean, you don't have to celebrate it right at that moment. But there are other things abundant about you. Have you taken inventory? Have you sat down and literally wrote down everything that's abundant about you? Right down to your body, right down to how you go about your day, all that. And if you celebrate those things every day, the less gray society will be to you. The less tired of it you will be. You will have the energy and the strength of mindset, positive energy in your mind to go out here in society and not be so like, I'm tired of it. Your abilities is your retreat, is your battery. Okay, your emotional battery, your energy battery to get filled up whenever you're tired of existing. All those beautiful things you bought yourself, those gifts you love at home, why aren't you playing with them? Let's say society do get better. Whole lot better. That doesn't mean you're going to get better. Doesn't mean that your gifts are going to get better. Doesn't mean you're going to instantly look better. You still might make the same mistakes you made yesterday. You still may have the same self-hate. You still may have... So it's ridiculous to even include society into why you feel like you're tired of existing. That, to me, that's like blaming the world. Okay? You say, y'all, people say they're tired of existing because of the economy. No, you're tired of existing because of how you spend your money. Seriously. You're tired of existing because you want as much as what everybody else around you have or what you think you should have without actually earning it. Just working a 9-to-5 job doesn't mean you're entitled to an 8-bedroom home or an expensive car. If you, what the world would call downgrade, if you downgrade your life, you won't be as tired of existing. I am literally living out of one drawer in my bedroom. That's it. That's it. I have 2 lipsticks. That's it. I have 2 types of juice that I eat. I eat the same breakfast every morning. It's very boring. Okay? It's boring to other people, but it's not boring to me because my energy. Okay? I know that I save a lot of energy cooking this breakfast. I know that I don't have to think a lot, overthinking what I'm going to do. All the overthinking and trying to get things done fast is also making people tired of existing. We think we are simplifying our world, but we need to oversimplify. How can you oversimplify your life? I bet you will not be that tired of existing. I bet you won't. I busted my hair products down to literally, one shampoo, conditioner, hydration, all in one jar. Look at this. Let me show you. See this? This is how simple I'm getting. This is all I use. Y'all, I don't use all the shampoo, all these different conditioners. This is all. Okay? I use that. I use the same oil every morning for oil massages of my scalp. And I literally use the same leave-in conditioner. I'm down to no more than 4 hair care products. That is very oversimple for an African American woman. The average African American woman has a big basket, shelves and shelves of hair products. What I'm saying is you have to drop load. You're too heavy. You're too heavy. Okay? Find where you're too heavy at. It might not be just what's in your home. Maybe you are talking too much and it's making you heavy. You are listening to too many people. Maybe you are spending too much money. Maybe you are eating too much fat in your diet. Maybe you are not getting enough sun. You are indoors too much. We have to realize when we are tired of existing, we are required to do introspection at that time. And it's not thinking about how society did you. It's thinking about how you did you and you allowed society to do you. This is a deep conversation. Okay? How you do, for example, when I did my introspection yesterday, over this week, when I felt tired of existing, I had that moment. I realized it was because I was letting something harm me. I said, am I letting something harm me or am I harming myself? And I realized that I still passive aggressively was seeking validation from someone who really wasn't interested in giving it, who really was not trying to care for me how I wanted to be cared for. And I had to get to the point where I just accepted it and I just charge in and look after myself more. I just pick up the load, the part that I expected from them, I just do it for myself. And when I made my mind up, about that, boom, I busted right out of that feeling of feeling tired of existing. I busted out. I woke up today refreshed with a fresh start, ready. Some of y'all just need a fresh start. Some of y'all just need to leave your home for a while, come back, stand back, take pictures of the rooms, take pictures literally, and then really see, like, okay, what is revealing that it's been making me tired, so tired? What? And you will literally see it. You know what I do now when I come home? Instead of putting the key in and walking right in, like most people do, I stand there at the door and I look. And I'm able to see myself then. I'm able to see me, shadows, reflections of me. And I'm able to see what I was doing, what I didn't do, what I did that is affecting my energy before I go to the sun and when I come back from the sun. Or when I go to the stars and come back from the stars. And I'm telling you no lie. The answers will be there. You'll stand in your doorway, look through your home. Just stand and just look at your phone. Don't even be like, I'm going to use it. Just go ahead and look at your text messages like, what is all this? And just set up boundary after boundary after boundary after boundary. You may need a massive amount of boundary, like a great wall, to protect your energy so that when you're getting energy from God, it's not being extracted so fast. That's what I had to do. I had to stop talking to a specific person every morning and every lunch. Every time I would talk to this person in the morning, my spirits would get so low, I would be like, I'm tired of existing. Every time I would talk to this person, between when at the sundown time, I would feel the same way. And the more I felt that way, the deeper it got. So I had to go straight stone cold on that person, so I can protect the positive level of my spirit. So consider doing that. Another thing is, slow down. Slow down. If you're going at the speed of everybody else, you're going too fast, probably, or too slow, or too fast. I didn't upload really that many videos yesterday. I didn't get on at night like I thought I would. I'm sure there was people trying to bust through. They were trying to bust through, knowing how they felt yesterday, knowing how they felt the day before, trying to bust through. Not me. I did what God told me to do. I just laid there and I sat in the introspection. I just sat in it. I said how I felt. I told the person, that's it. I'm tired of them messing with my spiritual energy level. That's it. And I stayed to myself. And I went to bed. Some of y'all are tired of existing because y'all refuse to go to bed when it's time to go to bed. Let's keep it real. You know you're tired. Go get you some sleeping medicine and go to sleep. Sleep will fix a lot of things. Don't underestimate The benefits of sleep. Some of y'all need to just be sleep about the world. Y'all need to be more sleep. Sleep has perks to it. Ignorance is bliss. If I was watching the news all the time and listening to low vibrational people all the time, I would be sitting up there tired of existing as well. I can't tell you what's happening in the politics, in the political world. I don't care. I can't tell you what's been on the news. I don't care. I check the weather on my phone so that I don't have to see the news. I know that if I need a warning, it'll come through my phone. Somebody will tell me or whatever. I'll get it somehow. I know that God will protect me from any of the wickedness that's coming through the news. I don't care to know what I don't care to use. Deep, right? That's deep. That's deep. Woo, child. That took me deep. Like, that took me deep. Sometimes I'll be taking myself deep in here. I'll be like, oh, Miss B, slow down. Okay? If I know that I don't care to be that, why am I consuming it? Do you plan on being a news reporter? Then don't even keep listening to them. Like, seriously, I don't plan on being, I don't want to be a YouTuber that talk about low vibrational stuff all the time. So I don't listen to them. Okay, you're consuming knowledge that has nothing to do with who you want to be. And that is causing you to be heavy. Your brain is literally heavy. It needs a knowledge dump as well. Do you know that knowledge can be garbage? I don't care if it's good knowledge. I don't care if it's juicy. I don't care if it's like, woo, that was enlightening. It can be garbage because it doesn't serve you. You have no way to use it. Or it's just one of a 10,000 ways you've been told the same stuff already. It's garbage. It's literally garbage. You need what you need right now. You don't need what you need. You don't need what you need yesterday. Like, this is deep, right? This is deep. Some of y'all are trying to get stuff that you needed yesterday. What do you need, like, literally right now? That's all that matters. What do you need in this hour right now? Okay? What you need in this hour right now is inspiration. What you need in this hour is a way to keep your spirit up. What you need in this hour is ideas. What you need in this hour is prayers. What you need in this hour is a positive mindset. What you need in this hour is literature. You need literature. Okay. What you need in this hour is music, sound, alchemy. That's what you need. Nothing else should matter. You don't need nothing else until you need it. Like, you don't need nothing else until you need it. Okay? This is how I work, y'all. Okay, I go to my worksheet that I wrote up and I say, what do I need right now? I try not to think about my day. I can't tell you what I'm supposed to do the next hour. Because I'm not in that hour. I'm not in that hour. This is why we need paper planner books. We need to go back to paper planners, like straight up, where we just open the book every hour, like, okay, what? Okay, what? Okay, what? Okay, what? So that we will stop sitting up there thinking about our whole day as a whole. There is no future. There's only today. There's only this moment. That's it. Like, I don't do future thinking anymore. That's another thing. It was starting to make me, oh, I failed. Oh, the future. No. How do I know that future that I've been thinking ain't like 20 years from now? But I'm thinking the future should be tomorrow or next week because I'm doing it now. No. Y'all. It makes no sense. My future vision board is today. I'm doing everything today. I'm doing everything right now. I'm doing everything I need to do right now. because I didn't decide to be that person. So I don't have to worry about being tired of existing. When you're tired of existing, it's because you are failing yourself. There's something you know you need to do, you're not doing, and you know it. But you just keep on pointing fingers at everybody else. You just pointing fingers at everybody when you need to just say, okay, me. I'm tired of me. That's what it is. I'm tired of me. I'm tired of existing as me. Because I'm not doing for me what I'm supposed to be doing for me. That is why. I know I'm supposed to rest, but I'm so worried about money. And then when I do it and the money don't come, then I say I'm tired of society. See, it's you tell when people ask you what we doing, say you'll know when we doing something today. Okay, unless it's an appointment, like go ahead and you can tell them, go ahead and get your hair done, get dressed, get cleaned up. Okay, that's what you say, because we're doing something later this evening. Okay, keep your evening open because we're doing something this evening. But I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you the exact time because I don't want to think about that. If I think about that time, my consciousness go there, and then what I'm supposed to do at this time gets neglected. Then I'm not in the right energy for this time. See what I'm saying? So the way me and my family work, we say time of day. We use time of day. We say this evening, tonight. I say, okay, tonight, good, okay. Just an hour before we do it, just tell me we're about to do it, or 20 minutes before, say go ahead and get ready. Fine. But we are not talking about our date at 8 p.m. We have a date at 8 p.m. We're not talking about it at 1 p.m. We're not talking about it. And this is the thing, y'all. Here's another thing. The way you've been trained to think about your life, that can be causing you to be tired of existing. There is no clutter. There's only living. Do you know there's only living? Do you know there is no clutter? There's only, I'm in the flow, using stuff right now. When I'm done, I'll put it back. That's it. That is it. There's stuff around me right now. There's all kind of stuff. But I was using this stuff. There's a time to put stuff away, and there's a time to let it be messy. There's a time to be messy. Do you know there's a time to gossip and run your mouth and be messy, even to be a little trifling? There's a time for that. There's a time for that. And the thing is, we have been trained that everything that rich people do, that they're able to do and able not do, if we ain't doing that, then we don't have control over our life. Oh, rich people ain't never messy. Yes, they are. They got somebody cleaning up the mess, keeping the mess away. But that don't mean they're not more connected to God because of that. The ocean gets messy, don't it? Sometimes there's a bunch of gems, treasure chests, bunch of fish, different kind of fish in one area, different kind of rock and stones, right? All gathered in one area. And then there's a time where the ocean says, I'm going to spread all this out and sort it. There is no perfection. There's only living. Like, there is only living, y'all. And this is deep when I'm telling y'all. Okay, right when you think that you got things perfect, is everything's perfect. Yeah, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do for my YouTube channel. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do for my health. You hit a crisis. And you say, I was perfect. I was flawless. There is none. There is no such thing. You can go ahead and hack out that literary work all day, but it's never going to be flawless. So, very first thing, if you're tired of existing, give up perfectionism. Give up thinking that you're supposed to always have peace from crises. Crises must happen. Otherwise, you're not building strength and character. You're going to have seasons and months where you have to extra budget your money. And it might even go on for a whole year. I have had moments on this channel where no money came through for a whole month. Then the next month, I swear, like people were sending me $100, $200, $300, $400 from one person out of nowhere. And when that happened to me, I had like a little light bulb money, like light bulb moment. Like, okay, I see now. I see. Emptiness, absence, and loneliness, and having just enough is not the crisis of all crises. It's not. There's people that's literally trapped, stuck in a prison nursing home, being beat up by caregivers, and no one is. They don't have no family members. They've outlived everybody. They don't have nobody to come save them. They don't have no say over their money. I've seen it. They don't even have to say over their diet. You have a long list of freedoms that 90-year-old people do not have in retirement homes. And someday you may end up being that 90 person. And you will think back and say, why didn't I take advantage of these freedoms when I had it? I've sat with old people in my family who said exactly what I'm saying. I sat with my mother who said, I should have did everything while I had the chance. I should have just lived my life. I should have had more fun. I should have did fun things. She was too busy in that energy for like 30 years. I need more money, need more, do more, work harder, work harder, smarter. She was in that energy. And then when that ultimate crisis hit her in her 60s, the crisis that made her body come to a screeching halt, she said, I wish I would have did more fun stuff. Look at me. Do y'all want to be one of those people? Maybe some of y'all got to sit and literally talk to those people. Y'all don't have nobody to tell y'all the truth. The shoulda, coulda, wouldas that the old folks have. They're not telling you this. Okay? We are supposed to hear we're supposed to be here just to experience life. That's it. Have fun, experience life. I know you're saying, oh, well, I need to pay the bills. We are living in an economy that's set up to pay your bills. I know you think that that's not true. If you was taking advantage of all the resources in this world, your bills would be paid. Your bills that need to be paid would be paid. This is the truth. Your bill, you would be able to, there's so much help out here, it's ridiculous. And I know y'all saying, oh, she's saying that, but did she get the help? Yes, I did. I got a whole, like it was about maybe $900 dinner bill paid for by an anonymous person at the clinic I was at, and they paid for it, signed me up for a grant. Okay? See, let me tell you, when you really need something and you're willing to bet that God got you, the Creator got you, the life force giver of this entire existence of consciousness got you, it will come through. It will come through. Let me tell y'all a story. I had gallbladder disease for a year and did not know. I kept passing out, in pain, being admitted. Okay, at some point my insurance was like, we can't cover any more testing. I was like, so I didn't know I had gallbladder disease. I knew something was very, very wrong with me. So I'm like, well, if I don't get the help in this ER, I'm probably screwed. I'm going to just be suffering and having I don't know what I'm going to do. Don't you know, as I just sat there in the ER, this doctor came out of nowhere and said, who's your doctor? And I told him who. And he said, the doctor said, we can't figure out what's wrong with her. She's been here multiple times. And the doctor said, well, I'm a surgeon. You mind if I examine your patient? That's what happened, y'all. And he examined me and he pressed like over here, and he said gallbladder. He said I do gallbladder surgery, and every person whose gallbladder removed was hurting in that same place. But what I'm saying is, you see how it came through. You see how it came through. So they ended up sending me to this test. That's like a rare test where they like look at every single one of your organs in full color. It was a new type of testing they had just came up with, where they can computerize pictures of your organs, and they can have see inside of your body in color, so they can see really what's going on. So I had to lay there for like an hour and a half just for them to keep taking pictures of the inside of my body in color and stuff. And then they figured out what happened. What happened was, um, it was showing up on the previous X-rays that I didn't have no gallbladder. Meanwhile, I did. There was so much fluid around my gallbladder that it was being hidden. Basically, there was so much. Basically, there was so much fluid around my gallbladder that my gallbladder wasn't even showing up. So they thought my gallbladder had been removed. So that's why they did not know I had gallbladder disease. The doctors were being tricked by my body. So when the doctor came in and said, "When did you have your gallbladder removed?" I said, "I never had my gallbladder removed." That's when they knew to do other testing to find out why they weren't seeing my gallbladder. So I ended up having emergency gallbladder removal. And oh, what is going on here? So here is a fun takeaway, y'all. Here's a fun takeaway, y'all. Here's a fun takeaway. If you feel tired of existing, write down a few things, at least 7 things you would do that would be like wasting your life according to this time period. That would be considered a waste of your time. Other people would consider a waste of time. A waste of time and money. Okay, write that down. So for example, a lot of people would consider going to workshops and writing books in workshops to be a waste of time and money. Like they don't consider that to be like hard working. People consider that to be like lazy. You're just going to workshops. Like, why aren't you working a 9 to 5? Why aren't you trying to make money? So you would write that on your list. Like, I go to writing groups daily. Okay, that's what would be considered wasting my life. Going dancing, hanging out in the nightclubs 2 days a week, people would say that's a waste of time and energy in my life. 7 days where I'm literally not doing nothing. I'm not cooking. I'm not cleaning. I just ordered me some food to eat that day, and I'm just sitting around reading a book maybe, or playing some games, and I'm just kicking it with a friend all day. Okay, that would be like a waste of time, okay, according to the grinding culture. Another thing you could write on your list, just an example, is to spend your day simply just like, oh, you're not really doing anything productive with your family. You and your family's just chilling. It's almost like you're acting like you're on vacation when you're not, and you're just like chilling. You're just on like this vacation for 3 days where you literally just have everybody else serve you, and you do vacation stuff. The thing is every single day should have a part of it where it's like you're on vacation. We are not doing that. A lot of people are not putting a couple hours out of their day where it's like it's vacation. A lot of people are just hopping from one thing to do on their to-do list to another. They will refuse to just say, these 2 hours, I don't care. I'm just doing anything. I ain't doing nothing that seems like work. People refuse to do that. Okay? When people say, "Miss V, you look like you're younger. Your hair is strong for your age. How come you got a nice hairline? How come your skin looks supple? And how come you're not all wrinkled up, Miss V, and you're literally older?" I tell them, I have very lazy moments out of my day. to the point where it irritates family members. And I don't care. I don't care. They'll look around and they'll see a messy kitchen. They'll see a messy room. And it'll be like that 2 hours. Because I'll be like, I don't care. My energy, I'm on vacation 2-3 hours. I'll clean it over days. I'll clean a little bit more the next day. I'm not going full hard cleaning for 3 hours or 2 hours, not even 2 hours. I know that sounds crazy, but I do things in cycles. That way I can have a little vacation every day. And at least 2 days out of a month, I disappear and just be like on 2-day vacation. I don't even talk to nobody. I go buy myself something nice. I go do a bunch of things I enjoy, and I don't do anyone who needs my energy. If someone needs my energy for 2 days a week, I don't do that person. That means I'm not doing family, kids, pets. I'm not even doing YouTube. I'm just out there. I'm like, it's like I'm living like it's not even the internet time. I'm back in the 80s. I love having 2 days a year, 2 days out of a month where I'm in the 1980s. It just feels like a hard reset of my energy. So it's like back in the 80s and the 90s, we was able to take mini vacations. Okay? We were. So Fridays and Saturdays when we went out dancing and clubbing, that was like how we had vacations. And so if you're feeling like you're tired of existing, you're probably a little bit too modern. You need to jump time periods for a while, maybe a couple days out of a month, and then start doing it at least 1 day a week where you're just not in this time period. You might be an old soul, so you can't be in this time period every single day, all day. Okay, bye everybody. If y'all enjoyed this video, feel free to let me know. If you'd like to send a cash appreciation, you can send it to my Cash App at @Coach V Hunter. Bye everybody.